Trying something. I'm having troubles. There we go. I think I fixed it. I'm not able to broadcast on my usual Facebook page because my usual Facebook is in jail. I'm in Facebook jail.
Again?
Again! I was in Facebook jail a couple weeks ago for a week for, I forget why. I was probably arguing with a racist. Oh, that's what it was. I was like, oh, it's, you know, I don't think you can blame. No, it was Americans. It was Americans. Somebody was like, it's all, hi, Skylar. Ray, it's a Skylar. Treating that baby?
This is a baby.
Skylar should have some stuff. Yeah, I had, what was it? Oh, there was a conversation happening wherein we were talking about Quentin Tarantino, and then someone was like, oh, thanks to Quentin Tarantino, Americans think that Hitler was, you know, machine gunned in the face in a movie theater. And I said, that's, you know, like it was Quentin Tarantino's fault that Americans don't understand what fiction is. And I wound up saying something akin to, I don't think you can blame QT for dumb Americans, right? For Americans being dumb enough to think that that happened. And that put me in Facebook jail because it goes against their community guidelines to admit that people who think Quentin Tarantino movies are based in reality might be dumb. So I was in Facebook jail. So that was for a week. Mars Comics says, hello JD, hello everyone. Hi Mars Comics. So now I'm in Facebook jail yet again, 30 days. 30 days. Because there was some racist doing what racists do and saying racist things. And he was like, oh, looks like I tricked a bunch of people. And I was like, you haven't tricked anybody, relax. You're clown shoes. That was it. I called the racist clown shoes, and that's against Facebook's community guidelines. So, heads up. If you call a racist clown shoes, there will be severe repercussions. So that's kind of cool. Alright. Well, then Mark says, well, that's just dumb. Careful, that might go against Facebook's community guidelines to call something dumb. Oh, it's okay. You're commenting from YouTube. It's fine then, I'm sure. Yeah, shoes. Yeah, clown shoes. Yeah, that's what I call them. And I was able to, there's an option, you know, where they tell you, hey, you've gone against our community guidelines. Would you like to fight this? I said, yeah, I would like to fight this. And they double checked it. They had a person, apparently, the so-called person will check it, like, no, clown shoes is against our community guidelines. Very offensive to racists. So out you go for 3 days. So anyway, I have a new Facebook profile and I'm broadcasting that instead to my backup page, which I had to make. Anyway, we're here to talk about this week's comics. We got a bunch of boxes of stuff from Diamond, from DC. We got action figures, we got pop vinyls, we got manga. We got a baby. We got this baby. Look at him. He's great. He's got a Spider-Man onesie on. My little web head. So yeah. If you have any comments, questions, whatever, do it below. You can comment and we will converse. I may call you clown shoes. So just be aware. Baby! Says Mars. Hi Mars. Alright. I need to find a to this baby. Is there anything I can help you guys find? Cool. Alright. I'll put this baby down and see if I can get a box of comics. Getting a late start today. Usually I live stream at 2, but we're live streaming at 4 today because I had to go out and do some errands. So it is what it is. My watch is being stupid. I was watching a TikTok the other day being yesterday, and it was a woman going through and being like, red flags in men. So she was listing her. See you, Skylar. She was listing red flags in men, and one of them was wearing a watch. A man wears a watch, it's a red flag. And I commented, that's true. It's true about watches. The reason I have a watch because I spend a good portion of my time going, what time is it? Taking my phone out of my back pocket, looking at my phone, putting my phone away, and realizing I've never understood what the time was. So I got a watch. So it's that's a red flag. Yeah. If I can't remember to look at the time when I want to know what time it is, that's definitely a red flag. All right, Snowpiercer, the prequel, Part 1, Extinction. So if you don't know, there is a movie and there's a television show called Snowpiercer, and they are based on comic books. And there were several, I think 3 regular volumes, and now they're going back and doing some prequels. So the softcover of that comes out. Oh, here we go. Now a TNT original series. Rachel says it's very good. Rachel!
Hello.
It's very good.
It's very good.
All right, so that comes out this week. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, the IDW collection, hardcover volume 13, comes out this week. I love the binding. Looks like a samurai sword. Like the binding, the wrapping around a samurai sword, which is dope! All right. So I'm just being nosy. I'm watching this stuff happening in the film store. Epic collection from Marvel, Generation X School. So this is a 90s? Say late or early 90s series that was going on as part of the X-Men. So this includes Uncanny X-Men, X-Men, Generation X, Wolverine, Generation X Collector's Preview, and Generation X Ashcan Edition. Yeah, from 1994 to 1995, and this is Volume 1. The Epic collections that Marvel puts out are wonderful. They're really, really nice. Rachel, Mars Comics says hello. Hi. So the reason I like Epic collections from Marvel is they're a nice, full-color compilations. Generally try to go in chronological order. So these are great. Awesome. I'm gonna try. Looks like I'm having some problems. I'm gonna pause my Dropbox. Yes. That's a great question. You can find it on YouTube under Cult Pop. CULTPOP. If you hand them a bookmark, the information on one of the sides, it's white yellow. So yeah, every Tuesday at 2, supposedly, today I did it at 4, I'm starting, we go through everything that comes out the shop, but then Sundays at 10:30 a.m. we do a live stream where we'll review the week's comics as well as like talk about Loki or whatever the big pop culture, whatever is going on. Yeah. All right, another Epic collection, The Punisher, Return to Big Nothing. This is from 1989 to 1990. My son is very excited about it. You can hear him rasm-frazzing about it in his seat. Hear him? There he is. I guess if I had a microphone. Is the microphone working? It must be. We've got some manga. The Breaker. Uh-oh. He doesn't like manga yet. Hi, honey. I don't know Breaker, but Breaker is a manga. Timmy school student Si Woon finds himself in over his head as he becomes the disciple of Chun Woo Han, a martial arts master who is hiding from a powerful secret society. In order to evade the martial arts clan union that is hunting him for killing one of their masters, Chun Woo is placed in hiding as a substitute to Si Woon's school and soon finds himself agreeing to train the young man who was a constant victim of bullying. Things take a dangerous and often humorous turn as Si-woon's lack of athletic ability and current problems are compounded by being brought into the world of Chun Woo and the dark, secret underbelly of martial arts society. This is South Korean manga. It's 400 pages of intense, thrilling story. So yeah. The Breaker. Also some manga we have from Viz Media. Number 5. It's got some spot varnish, metallic spot varnish going on. And this, what is this about? This one's a secret. This one doesn't tell you about it. All right, so that's that stack. Also coming out this week, we've got some Star Wars, well, a Star Wars novel. Look, Star Wars High Republic. Star Wars The High Republic, Out of the Shadows by Justina Ireland, New York Times bestselling author. Praise for, that doesn't tell us. I hate when they do for the back of the book, and they're like, praise for something else. So, I have been enjoying the Star Wars High Republic novels. I've only read, I think, 2 of them so far. But another one just came out a few weeks ago by, oh, what's his nuts? I forget his name, but there's a Kalen? Oh, I forget. What is his name? Hey, Rachel, can you find me the other High Republic novel? It should be up on the front top. No, I'm not. I'm just pointing. Up by the Deadpool puzzle. Let me see. What's that one? No! Sorry. Dead air. Isn't this fun? It doesn't matter. What's that one?
Race to Crash Point Tower.
No. Mouth farts. Anyway, this is the new novel from Star Wars High Republic. I can't remember the author of the other one. So shut up about it. Oh, hello. All right. We have some more manga. 21st Century Boys, volume, I guess 1? Are you volume 1? Probably. Which I assume is a sequel to 20th Century Boys? Cavan Scott! Thank you! Thank you, Mars. Cavan Scott. That's exactly who I was thinking of. Who I think... No, that was Claudia Gray. Claudia Gray. I just finished a prequel novel called Master and Apprentice with Qui-Gon Jinn and Obi-Wan. I just finished that one today. I've been on a big Star Wars kick. Legend of Korra, Turf Wars Part 2, which continues the series from the cartoon. Marvelverse, Wanda and Vision, which is like a small compendium of Wanda and Vision stuff. I need to put my phone on airplane mode. Look, I keep having streaming trouble, and I'm trying to figure out, like, my Dropbox is on pause, and my iPhone is on airplane mode, so I shouldn't be using up the bandwidth. Marvel Action Avengers off the clock. How's it going? You're welcome to come over.
Okay, cool. Podcast or something.
Hi. I am live streaming every Tuesday. I do a live stream where I tell all the people all the new stuff that's coming out.
Nude stuff.
All the
I love
nude
nude
stuff. Mostly me. How's it going?
Oh, great. Good to see you.
Oh yeah. What's going on?
I don't know. Just here with this is Sam, JD.
Hi Sam,
She lives-
JD,
she
JD
lives
Sam.
around here.
Oh, are you a Yunker?
Yes.
Congrats.
As of just very recently.
Oh, welcome.
Thank
Awesome.
you.
We are also newish Yunkers, I guess, right? A couple years. We just moved upstairs.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We've been here a while, right? No.
Yeah. We're not natives, is what I'm saying.
Gotcha,
We're not.
gotcha.
We're newish.
Yeah.
My wife's giving me shit. So what are you guys up to today?
I'm just walking around trying to find something to do.
Yeah.
This ain't it.
Yeah. I know.
I'm sorry.
I'm just here for the JD nudes.
Oh, nice. You want to hand me those pop vinyls? You can help. All of them. Give me all of those. In one big. Here we go. Wonderful. Oh,
I got it. Look at that.
look at this. He's doing so good. Thank you. I was just telling them that I'm in Facebook jail for calling a racist clown shoes.
Clown shoes. That's
What?
profanity, man.
Yeah, I guess so. He was just like, look at all these liberals I've triggered. I'm like, dude, no one's triggered.
That is
You're
not
clown
the,
shoes.
that is
Don't
not
worry
the
about
C
it.
word you should be put in Facebook jail for.
Right? 30 days. 30 days in
30 days
in
clown
for clown
What happened if you
shoes.
said the real C word?
I know.
Probably nothing, actually.
Like,
Oh.
I do keep arguing with racists. I do keep being put
See,
in bigger and bigger
Facebook
Facebook
doesn't
jails.
like
No,
that.
they love their racists.
Bigger jail's better, right? You don't,
I got so
you
much
don't
more
want
room.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
want them
yeah.
farther away from
For
the other
activities.
inmates.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, you got-
So much room for
Deadpool, he's a dinosaur. I'm sorry, Dino Pool. It's a Deadpool, but also a T-Rex. Yeah, there's not, I mean, it's Tuesday, so the restaurants are open at least. If you had come yesterday, everything's closed on Mondays.
Yeah.
Darth Maul. And look, he's cute. Did you guys eat already?
No.
Not yet.
Highly recommend New Leaf 2, which is
Nude
this
Leaf.
way. New Leaf.
Okay.
Nude Leaf.
Nude leaf.
Nude
No,
leaf.
New Leaf.
So like Garden of Eden vibes in there. Like
Yeah, it's just, yeah, it's
leaves.
everyone, yeah. Yeah.
You're nude except for a leaf.
Yeah,
Leaf.
yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
okay, nude
yeah.
leaf,
Nude
like
leaf.
Adam and Eve.
It's the Adam and Eve leaf. Their sushi pizza is dope. Highly. It sounds disgusting. It isn't.
So is it pizza with raw fish, or is it like sushi roll? It's like kind of exploded out into.
No, it is a scallion pancake, which is nice and crispy, and then on top of that, they have an assortment of different sushi in like a little circle, and they slice it into slices, and then like some drizzle. Highly recommend. Highly recommend. Miles Morales from the video game, the 2020 suit, where he's got like headphones on and shit. It's real cool. So yeah, and then or if you want like Mexican with like margaritas and stuff, Taqueria Amor. They changed their name. Taqueria Amor is that way. Yeah.
I just went to La Roca recently. That was really good.
La Roca. Have we gone to La Roca? Which one's La Roca? Oh. That's not in our repertoire. You know what I mean? Bo-Katan from the Stars War. Oh, do you want to see that? Bo-Katan. And then another Miles Morales. Same Miles Morales as before. Speaking of the Stars War, Destiny Path Volume 1, which takes place between episodes 5 and 6. Oh yeah, there's my son. There's my son. We have a son.
It's the cutest bobblehead of all.
He is the bobble. He's got such a. I know everyone tells us his head is huge. What if from Marvel, the complete collection, Volume 1. Yeah.
Yes, yeah.
So, if you don't know, classic What If is awesome.
Oh, I know.
Definitely seen bigger heads on the baby.
I got a bunch of those. Boop boop a doop. The Venom by Donny Cates has been out of print and it's back in print, and this was real good. So we finally got a bunch more of these in stock. Mars says, making me hungry. Well, you should go to New Leaf and get some sushi pizza. If you're not reading Invincible, you're an idiot. Read Invincible. Ray, can I have the compendium, please? You can get it in the first 6 issues, like this. Volume 1 is only 6 issues, or you can get the compendium, which is the first 50 issues for $65. In the long run, this is the the cheapest way to get it. Highly recommend. One of my all-time favorites. That's for you. Thanks.
Thank you. I get to take it home.
Yep. Sorry, guys.
Oh, that's okay.
Harrow County Omnibus 2. It's spooky. It's got witchy shit. If you like witchy shit, this is the book for you. Highly recommend that as well. He's a bank.
I was just saying, can I put money in that?
Yes.
'Cause that's,
Yeah, and then that's Sokatana's lightsaber.
can I put money in that too?
No, I mean you can give me your money.
It'd actually be pretty cool, like put just quarters in it. With
Just like a whole like a
they give you
ching ching
change
ching
at, like the
Yep.
arcade. You know,
Yep,
ching,
yep.
ching, ching, ching.
Because we always very topical arcades. We go all the time. Absolute Carnage. This is an omnibus featuring the entire Absolute Carnage series and all of the other ones. Oh yeah, and all the one shots. This was a lot of fun too. The prequel to King in Black. Let's see. What else? I think we went through all this stuff. We did all that stuff. What? Yeah, this is for you. Right on. Right on. Okay, thanks. Ah! Nothing, everything's fine. Bye. Bye. All right. Is this all the diamond stuff in this box? Did you put it all together?
Yeah.
Wonderful. Wonderful. Oh my God. Ugh. Ooh, I forgot. I missed one. The Lock and Key House Compendium hardcover by Joe Hill, one of my favorite authors, who's the son of Stephen King, with art by Gabriel Rodriguez. I cannot recommend this highly enough. This is one of my all-time favorite series, Lock and Key. They made a subpar Netflix show out of it. The comic is way, way better. I didn't watch the whole thing because it was subpar. My wife's calling me out and says, you don't know, you didn't watch the whole thing. I stopped watching it because it was subpar. But yeah, this is awesome. Highly recommend. This is the entire series? Question mark? Exclamation point? Boop-a-doop-bop-bop. Sprawling tale of magic and family, legacy and grief, good and evil. Acclaimed suspense novelist and New York Times bestselling author Joe Hill has created a gripping story of dark fantasy and wonder with astounding artwork from Gabriel Rodriguez that, like the doors of Key House, will transform all who open it. This massive compendium collects all 6 volumes of the original series. Now, the bummer is, there was a couple of one-shots. There were the 6 volumes, and then there were some other one-shots that take place during other time periods within the realm of the Key House, and they don't include that here. And so that takes a couple marks off for me, but highly recommend. Definitely get this. This retails for $125, but it is worth every penny. All right, let's get into the single issues. There are so many. I'm going to try and go as fast as I can. Alice in Leatherland issue 4 from Black Man, which is as sassy as sounds, I'm told. Alien. See you guys. Alien number 5 by Philip Kennedy Johnson and Salvador Larroca. That comes out this week. Ascender, which is the sequel series to Descender by Jeff Lemire and Dustin Nguyen. Hand painted by Dustin Nguyen. Charles Soule. I love Charles Soule, Mars. He's writing a lot of the Star Wars comics right now, which are very, very good. And also, yeah, the High Republic, some of the High Republic stuff. And I like that he's incorporating the Star Wars novels and the High Republic novels into the comic books. Savage Avengers number 22 by Jerry Duggan. Ooh, who dat? Oh, it's got the Ghost Rider. There he is. There's that guy. There's a new... Oh, hi. Do you want to start taking those away?
Yeah, I do.
Thanks, friend. Bermuda from... Is that John Layman? Richard Layman. Who's that? John Layman with... Oh, by Nick Bradshaw art. If you like Art Adams, classic artist Art Adams, you also like Nick Bradshaw because they are very, very similar. This is a brand new series from John Layman and Nick Bradshaw called Bermuda. Let's see, what's it about? Bermuda, an introduction. Bermuda, a young girl marooned on the mysterious island of Triangle, no, not Triangle, was orphaned as a baby and raised by the kindly Dr. Hito Nakamura, a fellow castaway. Today, Bermuda is a 16-year-old girl who survives by her wits and as she navigates between dinosaurs, aliens, pirates, and more. It's a crazy world out of time, but for Bermuda, it's home. That's a brand new series. Very swashbuckly. Next up, Black Hammer Reborn number 2, written by Jeff Lemire, as most Black Hammers are, because he created the series, Adoy. Captain Marvel number 30. One of my current favorite Marvel writers is Kelly Thompson, and she's been doing a great job on Captain Marvel. She did the series Star, which comes out of Captain Marvel. She's doing a really good run on Black Widow. If you're not reading that, you should also be doing that. And she's going to be part of the brain trust of writers behind Amazing Spider-Man, starting with issue number 75, coming up soon. So I'm very excited for her to work on Spidey. But yeah, Captain Marvel number 30. Or, I like that they're still doing this, the Legacy numbering 164. So there we go. Scoop doodle doo doo doo. And there's a variant cover by Peach Momoko. Chew by, also by John Layman. Chew. This is a sequel series to the other Chew, Chew, I think, about a detective who can feel what a person has been through, like their entire life story, by eating a piece of them. Dark Blood from Boom Studios by LaToya Morgan and Walt Barna. I don't know what this is, but I do like Boom Studios. Boom has been killing it recently with things like Once and Future, Wind by James Tinian, and what's the other one? Something is Killing the Children. Did I say that? No. So yeah, Dark Blood. No idea. It looks like a hard-boiled detective story, though. But his eyes are spooky. What's that about? Read to find out. Deadly Class from Rick Remender. Still going. This issue 37. I wonder if it's going to end 50. Sorry, I'm just flipping through it. I never got a chance to keep up with the series, but I really, really liked the first volume that I read, and I always mean to catch up on it, and I haven't yet. Because I'm a dunce. I can hear my baby on the other side of this wall, and he's really into raspberries right now. He's just been just making raspberries. It's real cute. So I can hear him raspberrying on the other side of this partition. Either that or it's my wife. Or it's Rachel's into it now too. Extreme Carnage Part 3, Phage by Steve Orlando and Gerardo Sandoval. So, the weird thing about the Extreme Carnage... Oh, yeah, baby, I hear you. The weird thing about the Extreme Carnage event story is the first one was called Extreme Carnage. The second one was called Scream, #1. The third one is called Phage, #1. But then in the upper corner, Extreme Carnage Part 3 of 8. Which is just infuriating. Just call it Extreme Carnage 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, etc. But each issue is a #1 issue. Get the frick out of here with that nonsense. I don't like it. Firefly, brand new verse #5, which is a sequel series to the Firefly series. Speaking of Firefly, there is a show on HBO Max right now called The Nevers. And I just finished the first season, part 1, it's called. 6 episodes. We just finished it this morning. And it's real good. It's real good. If you like Buffy, Firefly, and other Joss Whedon properties, highly recommend The Nevers on HBO Max. It is chef's kiss. I don't want to tell you anything about it. Don't just watch it. It's 6 episodes. Just friggin' do it. Sit down and watch it, and then come back and be like, "Thanks, Jadles. You're welcome." Hi, Jenny. Maria Lovett's new series. This is the 5th issue of Eros Psyche. Eros Psyche, #5. I hope you never forget everything we have been through, it says on the back. Has anyone out there watched The Nevers? I know it might get some pushback because Joss Whedon is the creator of it, but Joss Whedon has stepped down and has been replaced. So it's no longer a Joss Whedon show. There's a new showrunner. Give it a shot. It's really, really good. Godzilla, Monsters and Protectors, #4. which is like kind of an all ages Godzilla, John. Gamma Flight from Marvel Comics, which is a series that spins out of the Immortal Hulk, #2 by Al Ewing, same writer as the Immortal Hulk. Features the return of Star, son of Hulk from World War Hulk. Planet Hulk. Planet Hulk, not World War Hulk. My son's upset. Why are you upset, my son? He can't tell me. Guardians of the Galaxy, #16. The Last Annihilation. I'm curious to see how this ties in with the previous events, the Annihilation. Mars says, I don't have HBO. Mars, get a friend who has HBO and have them give you the login so that you can watch the Nevers. Do it. Tales from Harrow County from Cullen Bunn. Oh, but is it Tyler Crook? It's not Tyler Crook. The script is Cullen Bunn. The art is Emily Schnall. The lettering is Tyler Crook. I see. Harrow County is a really good horror series, and now we're starting to do little mini-series called Tales from Harrow County. Home! Issue 4. Which is about a little boy who's been put into a detention camp in America, an illegal immigrant who has been put into a immigration and customs enforcement camp, and he gets a superpower. So it reminds me a little bit of Magneto, who was kind of retconned, but eventually it was revealed that he first started to develop his mutant ability when he was separated from his parents at a concentration camp in Germany. Jupiter's Legacy Requiem by Mark Miller. If you watch the TV show, this is the sequel to Jupiter's Legacy. There are 2 different covers. This one, by, gosh, what is your name? I like this cover. Ryan Sook and somebody else. Tommy Lee Edwards. So Ryan Sook, Jupiter's Legacy. Did a lot of covers for Justice League Dark. And this is the Tommy Lee Edwards cover. Okay, I will do it, says Mars. Good. I support your decision. Go find that friend. Philadelphia, number 15. Nominated for New Best Series in the 2021 Eisner Awards. This is about vampires in Philadelphia. Read the first volume for book club a while back, and we enjoyed it. It's good. It's very, very good. The Many Deaths of Layla Starr, number 4, by Ram V and Felipe Andrade. I'm told this is very, very good. I haven't had a chance. I like the look of it. I like the colors. I like the layouts. But I haven't had a chance to read it. Everyone tells me it's very interesting, though. Someday. Marauders from Marvel Comics. It's part of the X-Men line of books by Jerry Duggan. I'm a little behind on this, but this is probably my favorite of all the X-Men titles that are going on currently. Marauders and Sword. This is number 22 of Marauders. Mostly because I like Kitty Pryde. Kate Pryde. She used to be Kitty, but now, ever since the Marauders book, she prefers to be called Kate. And so I shall. Okay. Good job, me. Marvel Action Spider-Man number 4, the all-ages Spider-Man book. And the way they call it, very reminiscent of the Spectacular Spider-Man cartoon, which to this day is my favorite of all the Spider-Man cartoons. Emilia Clarke of Game of Thrones fame and Marguerite Bennett who's a longtime comic book writer, hi Megan, have come together to do a book called Mom, Mother of Madness. Amelia Clark, the Mother of Dragons, right? Ooh, the art's real nice too. Ooh, who's this artist? Leela's? That's pretty nice. I believe this is the book that has women getting powers from their periods. I think this is the one. Maya's powers. Maya's abilities are governed by her emotions and the hormones that cause them. When she is at the peak of her powers and all emotions are go, her eyes blaze gold. Huh. And when laughing, sound can shatter objects. When sad, she can heal almost instantly. When angry, she becomes super strong and super fast. When anxious, she gains supersonic hearing. When frightened, she becomes invisible. When happy, she can super stretch. Art on this is actually quite nice. Do I watch Family Guy? Asks Jenny. I have in the past watched Family Guy. I haven't watched it in a very long time. Is it still being made? Are there still new episodes of Family Guy happening? I assume so. Moon Knight, #1. His mission is justice. By the way, tonight is movie club. Every other Tuesday night is movie club. The alternating nights club. Tonight we're going to be talking about Raya and the Last Dragon, the one of the recent Disney offerings. There's a lot of covers for Moon Knight, not a variant covers. I'll go through those. But ooh, that reminds me. I got to tell Pink. Pink is a friend of mine who comes to movie club and book club. Well, no, I guess not book club, but movie club. But she doesn't have Facebook, so I always have to message her the movie. Raya and the Last Dragon. 4. Oh no, my message failed to send. Try again. Oh, why? Send as text message. There we go. Not delivered. Oh, why isn't it delivering? Oh, right, because I'm in airplane mode. Stupid. Idiot. There we go. Fixed it. Okay, now I'm going back in airplane mode. There we go. Don't judge me. Shut up. Yes, they're still making new Family Guy episodes. Do not spoil the new Moon Knight comic. I will read it after the stream. I shan't. Here's a cup of one of the variant covers by Pepe Larraz, I believe. Is that Pepe Larraz? Who is that? It's either Pepe Larraz or RB Silva. I think it's Pepe. Aha! Pepe Larraz. Very cool. This is the Captain America variant cover where they reimagined the character, but as Captain America. And I guess all they've done here is give him a shield. I feel like he just drew a Moon Knight comic cover and then just added the flag and the shield and was like, oh, it's Captain America. What do I know? Ooh, this one's really nice. I believe this one is by Zafino. Oh, no, maybe it's by Bill Sienkiewicz. Oh, it's a Bill Sienkiewicz cover. I love that cover. That is real nice. I like a good stark black and white image. Here's another one. Another variant cover by... Who this is? It's not Scotty Young. Huh. I don't know who this is. But there's another variant cover. And then there's a Todd Knock Big Head variant cover. and John Romita Jr. variant cover. And this one is what is your name, sir? It's not Kyle Hotz. Forget his name. And a Scotty Young variant cover. And the next My Little Pony Transformers crossover, number 4, which I have yet to. I'm not going to read this. Sounds neat though. My Little Pony and the Transformers. All right, next stack. Here we go. Power Rangers number 9 from Boom. Couldn't tell you a thing about it. I have no experience with the Mighty Morphins or the Power Rangers. Proctor Valley Road by Grant Morrison, number 5. Very different than Grant Morrison's other stuff. It's a little bit more approachable than some of his other occasionally nonsensical stories. Radiant Black. If you're not reading Radiant Black, I highly recommend that you do. It's on issue 6. You still have time to catch up. With a nice cover by David LaFuente. Why is paper so heavy? Right? Rick and Morty, Rick's New Hat, number 2. Ooh-wee. Have you seen the show My Name is Earl? Yes. I watched the first episode like 15 years ago, I think, when it came out. I never stuck with it. Although I do like Jason Lee. Jason Lee I loved in like Mallrats. And I was so excited for him to have his own TV show. And then I did not care about My Name is Earl, episode 1, so I didn't stick with it. Rick and Morty presents Hotel Immortal. My friend, superhero named Shot Down. Really? Okay. No, I watched one episode. As far as I got. Save Yourself, number 2, by Bones Leopard. And Kelly and Nicole Matthews. Bones Leopard, yep. And I haven't read issue 1, but I would like to. Look at the colors. It's such a good looking book. It feels very Steven Universe-y, which is a show that, while I love, I haven't caught up on. Apparently, at some point, he gets older. Second Coming, Only Begotten Son, by Mark Russell. This is a sequel series. I think this might be the 3rd Second Coming. Skybound X, a weekly series from Image Comics. Skybound being a sub-imprint of Image by, what's his nuts? Robert Kirkman. So it's a bunch of different series. Like it's an anthology that deals with a bunch of different Skybound titles. So there's one about, it's called Rick Grimes 2000. Rick Grimes being the protagonist of The Walking Dead. Murder Falcon. Science Dog, Assassin Nation. And so there's like, you get a little snippet of each story in this book. And if you haven't read Murder Falcon, I love it. Highly recommend Murder Falcon by David Warren Johnson. He's awesome. And there's a variant cover. Who's this? I don't know these guys. 2 guys in a truck with rifles and blood. Skybound X, a good series, asks Jenny. I don't know. I haven't read the first issue yet, but I will. I have a feeling that you might want to. I feel like you would need to know these characters before reading the Skybound X versions. Like Murder Falcon Reunion, 1 issue only. I would recommend reading Murder Falcon first. Like there's a trade paper called Murder Falcon by Daniel Warren Johnson, which I love. So definitely read Murder Falcon. there's another variant cover starring Science Dog. Now, Science Dog is a comic book within the realm of Invincible. And so Mark Grayson, always on his wall, would have a Science Dog poster, and he would be wearing Science Dog t-shirts. And it's a story within a story. But if you watch the Invincible television show, they have changed the name from Science Dog to Seance Dog. And he's more of a Doctor Strange looking dog, which I wonder why they did that. But like here, they can still use Science Dog. So I'm not sure. Is Murder Falcon a superhero? Murder Falcon is, let's see, how do I describe Murder Falcon? Murder Falcon is a interdimensional falcon person with a beak and a red bandana with a cybernetic arm, and his powers are fueled by heavy metal. And so they fight other interdimensional demons using the power of heavy metal. And it's drawn by David Warren Johnson. So demons look kind of like that, very kind of gross. But on top of that, it is also a different story that I won't spoil for you. The top level story is what I just told you, but there is a sub-level story that is also going on that I won't spoil. I shan't spoil it. Stop begging me to spoil it. I won't do it. Miles Morales Spider-Man number 28 by Saladin Ahmed, the Clone Saga conclusion. I read the first issue of this, and that's as far as I got. I mean, this is only like the third issue or fourth issue. And it's already concluding. Good. That's how you do a Clone Saga. Not like in the 1990s when the Clone Saga ran on for 3 goddamn years. Oh, okay. I thought Murder Falcon was similar to Darkhawk. No. It isn't. Oh, this is a nice variant cover. Remember earlier, there was a Moon Knight cover. It was a variant cover based on Captain America. This is a Miles Morales Captain America variant cover. It's a very nice. What's next? I'm getting to it. Stop harassing me. Star Wars The High Republic Adventures number 6. So the High Republic Adventures, there's Star Wars The High Republic comic book, which is sort of the quote-unquote adult comic. And then there is the High Republic Adventures, which is the YA comic. But quite a bit, it's the same. I don't think one is any more YA than the other. Hey, did anybody watch Black Widow? I don't want to hear from you, Jenny. I don't want to hear how much you hate Marvel. I know you hate Marvel. You're gonna tell us you hate Marvel. Did anybody else watch Black Widow? Star Wars War of the Bounty Hunters. Darth Vader. Blade Behind the Curtain. This is issue 14 by Greg Pak. Doop, doop, doodly doop. And then the other War of the Bounty Hunters issue that comes out this week is Jabba the Hutt. Number 1. Oh, written by Ireland. So I'm assuming this is the same Ireland. Yep, Justina Ireland, who also wrote this week's High Republic novel, Out of the Shadows. And the fun thing about Justina Ireland is she had something to say she's on Twitter, I guess, or Facebook or whatever. And she was like, if you don't like my politics, you might not like my books or whatever. And so then people who get sensitive to statements like that got sensitive to that. And were like, she's racist. She shouldn't be writing Star Wars. Rehire Gina Carano. So that tickled me. Alright, so that's the Star Wars. And basically on her Twitter, she would call out racist people, right? She would just be like, hey, here is a racism. Enjoy. Look at this racism happening. And people who get mad about racism being pointed out got mad at that racism being pointed out. And then they were like, she shouldn't write Star Wars. Get her out of there. Rehired Gina Carano. Thor Annual #1, which is part of the Infinite Destinies. Hi, Rachel! Everyone look at Rachel! Ah! Marshall Lewis is watching. Hi, Marshall Lewis. Welcome. Sometimes it occurs to me just how annoying my voice is. Because I hear it. And I'm like, oh no. Oh, no, I don't like that. Let's... There we go. Is this better? I have arrived, says Marshall Lewis. Hello, Marshall. How's it going? It's good to see you. I get called ma'am a lot when I call people on the phone. Ah, yes, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am. Time Before Time by Declan Shalvey. I read the first issue of this, and it's good. Who's it? Is it Image Book? Oh, it is an Image Book. Look at me. Time Before Time. It feels a little bit like Looper. If you like that movie Looper, maybe you should check out Time Before Time, Declan Shalvey. It's just a really good, solid time travel story, which I am a sucker for. Do I have to know all about the G.I. Joe lore to read Snake Eyes comics? Because I think I like Snake Eyes now. Listen, bruh. I also like Snake Eyes. I have the Arashikage tattoo, the clan tattoo. Ooh, I don't like... Ooh, let's say that again, differently. I have the Arashikage clan tattoo from G.I. Joe. Goyle. Yeah, I also like Snake Eyes and Storm Shadow. You can just jump in and read a Snake Eyes comic. You should be fine. He's a ninja, is basically what you need to know. He was, well, from the G.I. Joe that I know, from the 80s, he always wore a mask because his face has been disfigured, scarred in the Vietnam War. He used to be a regular dude who talked and had a girlfriend and all this stuff, and then he went to the Vietnam War, and he was saving somebody and trying to get them back to the helicopter. You know, they were on their way to the helicopter to get lifted out, and one of his fellow soldiers got injured, so he throws him over his shoulder, tries to get him to the helicopter, and winds up taking like a mortar to the face. For the longest time, we never knew what Snake Eyes looked like. Anytime he took off his mask, you would see him from behind, and it would be like this spooky mystery. And eventually they did like a full cover of like, here's Snake Eyes' face, and he was a little scarred. His one eye was a little bulbous, whatever. You wouldn't kick him out of bed. Now there's a new Snake Eyes movie coming out, and I think he has been changed to an Asian persuasion. He used to be a white guy. He used to be like a white American fella. And he wound up going to the Arashikage clan, which was run by the Hard Master and the Soft Master, and Storm Shadow was there as well. And they became like brothers. And then someone murdered one of either the Hard Master or the Soft Master, and Snake Eyes or Storm Shadow was framed for it. So then that created the rift between them. And I guess maybe they were just like, maybe that's a little bit too white savior. Like the Asian guy becomes the bad guy, Storm Shadow, and the white guy becomes a ninja just as good as the Asian guy, but he's the good guy. And so now the Snake Eyes, they've recast him as an actual Asian, whose name I don't remember. I'm sorry. I didn't really pay that much attention to the new movie. I'll definitely check it out. And the new G.I. movies, not good. I still kind of like them. Just because of it, it hits those memories and nostalgia. I hope the Snake Eyes movie is good, says Jenny. Me too. Undiscovered Country from Image Comics by Scott Snyder and Charles Soule. Undiscovered Country. Very good, weird book. Recommended. Do you want to take like half of it? Or do you want the whole thing?
I'll take this.
Okay.
Okay.
Usagi Yojimbo, long-running classic samurai comic with anthropomorphic animals as the characters by Stan Sakai, he's been doing for friggin' decades, y'all. And now they are doing them in full color. They used to be just black and white like a manga, and now they are in full color. Which I'm not sure you need, but it does look nice. Sometimes if something is in black and white, say Scott Pilgrim. The Scott Pilgrim volumes originally were all in black and white, as drawn by Brian Lee O'Malley. And his style drew so many of the characters so similarly that it was sometimes difficult to tell which character was talking. And eventually, years down the road, they colorized and reprinted the Scott Pilgrim books, and much better. Like hair color is a big deal with characters. They even within the in the comic book, which is black and white, Scott Pilgrim mentions that Ramona's hair keeps changing color, but the viewer reading it can't. There's no color, so you just take his word for it. What if he's lying? Undiscovered Country looks good. How many issues are there? Asked Jenny. Well, Jenny, I'll tell you. There's 14. Start with tomorrow. Tomorrow is the 14th issue. I would grab Volume 1 and check it out. Basically, it's in a future where there is a pandemic that is happening all over the world, and America has sealed itself off. It has created borders and sealed itself off from anyone coming or going. And so to the rest of the world, 30 years later, America is an enigma. But at some point, there is a message that comes out of America that says, hey, we have a cure for this pandemic. Send in some people, send in a team of people, and we will start delegating. We will start delegating. Start delegations? Is that the word I'm looking for? We will start talking to the outside world again. And so they send this 6-people party into America, which has not been done in over 30 years, and shit got nuts. The America that they find is very weird, and time works very differently. So it's a big, crazy sci-fi / geopolitical / what is America book by both Scott Snyder and Charles Soule, two very, very good writers. The Walking Dead Deluxe number 19. Speaking of black and white and going back and doing the colorizing, they are reprinting each issue of the Walking Dead original series, but in full color. I wish I had started buying these from Jump Street. I missed the boat, and now I feel like it's too late. They keep saying they're not going to reprint these as trade paperbacks, but they would have to be stupid, wicked dumb to not do that. And each cover with a nice cardstock. You can hear that? It's cardstock with different variant covers. So here's one by Toni Moore, starring Michonne and her 2 baby dogs. Here's one by either Art Adams or Nick Bradshaw. I think it's Art Adams, but like I said earlier, Nick Bradshaw really likes to draw like Art Adams. So sometimes it can be, it's Art Adams. The original, except no substitutes. Except Bradshaw, who's actually pretty good. He's a good substitute. Dave Finch, also starring Michonne. And my favorite artist that doesn't get enough play, enough respect, Tedesco. What is his first name? Julian Totino Tedesco. I just absolutely love Tedesco's work. Mondo had done a release of a bunch of his Marvel comics as big, nice art prints last week. And I actually went on, there were $50 each, and I ordered 2. I ordered a Captain Marvel Tedesco cover and a Spider-Man Tedesco cover, which has both Miles Morales and Peter Parker Spider-Man in one image. I can't wait for those to come in. I love Tedesco. I hope he does an art book at some point because I would buy that shit. Jenny asks, what is your favorite Batman comic? Do you mean of all time or currently? Wasted Space, number 22, from Vault Comics. Don't know anything about that. X-Men Legends number 5 by Peter David and Todd Nauck, which is very specifically a throwback to the 90s X-Men teams. I haven't read it yet, but as much as I hated the 90s during the 90s, I have fallen victim to the nostalgia of the 90s. For movie club, we did 10 Things I Hated You, and because I'd never seen it. And then my wife and I also watched, was it Singles? I always confuse these movies. Singles and the other one. Reality Bites. We saw Reality Bites, the Winona Ryder movie. I've been listening to a lot of 90s music recently. 90s was a miserable time in my life because I was in high school, and awful. I hated it. It was so bad. I did not do well in the 90s, but I do like a lot of the music from the 90s. Oh, of all time is what you meant, Jenny. My favorite Batman comic of all time. Dark Knight Returns. It's got to be Dark Knight Returns. It is, I read it in the late 80s, and it was a completely different experience than any other Batman I had before that. I was used to the 1966 reruns of the 1966 Batman show, and so it was very campy, very silly, very holy no Batman, you know. So reading The Dark Knight Returns blew my mind. It was so dark and edgy, and all of the things that got tiresome because of its existence. It gave birth to a lot of really dark and edgy comic books, which I feel like, speaking of Zack Snyder, that's just his whole aesthetic is just edgelord, dark and edgy, and it's not for me. But at the time, Dark Knight, and I revisit it every couple of years. I'll go back and just reread Dark Knight Returns because the Frank Miller art in it, while at the time I thought was really ugly and didn't speak to me because I was more into like Todd McFarlane and stuff, but masterful comic book work by Frank Miller on that whole run. My boyfriend loves 90s comics, 90s Image. Some of the worst comics. I'm glad he likes them. But, you know, it took me a while to realize I loved Image at first, too. And then I quickly fell off. And part of the problem is the name of the comic book company is Image. Which is very telling because the reason they came about is because the artists of Marvel and DC were very popular. Certain ones they got very popular. They got so rich that they were able to buy their own jets, doing like Levi's commercials. They were doing all sorts of stuff. They were like millionaires because of their artwork, which was written by writers, right? The comic books were written by writers. And the artists got so popular that they were like, no, I want to write it too. And they wanted to get more and more money. And eventually they left Marvel and DC to go create Image. And the first couple of years of Image were very much more about the drawings than the stories. So, yeah, a lot of that stuff, if I go back and revisit it, I really don't enjoy it. Kind of did back in the 90s. The Dark Knight Returns, my favorite comic. Nuts! Simpatico. New Mutants, number 20. By Vita Ayala. This is cover. Very much in the realm of, like, Bill Sienkiewicz. But it's by Simmons. So, this cover is by Martin Simmons, who also draws the Department of Truth by James Tynion. It's another real. Oh, Rachel, have you read Department of Truth? You need to read Department of Truth. I always thought of you when I was reading it because I know back, a couple years ago, you were really into people who believe dumb stuff. Conspiracy theories. I can never think of conspiracy theories. The phrase conspiracy theories. And this is about what happens when conspiracy theories get so many people to believe them that it actually starts to reshape reality. It's real good. By James Tinian? Department of Truth. Yeah, James Tinian IV and Martin Simmons. Mars Comics says, yeah, Todd McFarlane was the ringleader of that whole thing. Yeah, I like Todd McFarlane. I really liked his artwork. His Spider-Man work in particular was groundbreaking. And the way he would draw Spider-Man's webbing, it became three-dimensional. Artists were after that able to have Spider-Man whipping webbing towards the viewer, towards the reader. Because before it was just 3 lines and a squiggle. There was no three-dimensionality to the webbing. It was always 2D. And then Todd McFarlane came along and started drawing it in a 3-dimensional way so that you can make much more dynamic compositions with the webbing itself. And he also started to draw Spider-Man while he was swinging in very arachnoid positions, where you would look at and say, no human being can bend into that position. But because he is a spider person, right? He's a little bit more flexible. And so I always really appreciated that. His Spider-Man is one of my all-time favorites. People who believe dumb things equals clown shoes. Well done, Mars Comics. Way to bring it around. Loki, Agent of Asgard, the complete collection. Who watched Loki? I thought it was brilliant. I really enjoyed it. And then I started to see people online, because that's what people online do, hating on it. And they were like, I wanted more action. Razum Frazum. It was too much talking. No talky. Only punchy. Give me punchy, no talky. Sorry. See what I mean about my annoying voice? Thank you, Rachel. Thank you. Me no like talky. I am not sure that this is a controversial controversial opinion, but I loved Hal Jordan becoming Parallax. That story was awesome. That is not controversial. Or, I mean, it might be, but I concur. The Parallax storyline of Hal Jordan going crazy after the death of Superman, wherein Cyborg Superman destroyed his entire hometown of Coast City, and then he went and killed the entire Green Lantern Corps, was dope. It was so good. All right. Mars says, Loki. Good. Me too. It's my son. Hi, son. Hi, baby boy. Oh. Hi. And that's my wife. Hi, wife. And look at that boy. Did you have a good nap, my love? Want to steal your ears? You're so cute. Boop, boop, boop. What are you guys doing? Do you need me to take him? Yes. I thought she was just saying hi. She's like, no, take my son. Oh, say hi to everybody, Kai. My little chunky nugget. Did you have a good nap? Did you have a good nap? Normally he's a little bit more alert. He's just very sleepy. He's a little sleepy nugget. Yeah? Say hi, everybody. He's got his little Marvel Spider-Man. Oh, you're going to grab the microphone? All right. I got some reprints, including Secret War by Brian Michael Bendis and Gabriel Dell'Otto. Hi, Kai, says Mars. Say hi, Mars. Hello, Mars. He's got a much better voice than I do. Star Wars Dr. Aphra, Fortune and Fate. Basically, Dr. Aphra is a kind of like a if Indiana Jones was in the Star Wars world. Archaeologist. And like she hunts for treasures and whatnots. I mentioned this earlier. Boom Studios puts out a comic book called Once and Future by Kieran Gillen and Dan Mora. Kieran Gillen being the writer of Wicked and Divine by Image Comics. Highly recommend Once and Future. Very good series. And it's drawn by Dan Mora, so it looks dope AF. Oh, my baby is 15 years old, says Mars. That's an old baby. Kyle Rayner is my favorite Green Lantern. Me too, Jenny. He is also my favorite Green Lantern. Although Sojourner is getting up on that list too. I like Sojourner a lot from Far Sector. Doctor Strange Epic Collection by Stan Lee and Steve Ditko, the same creators of Spider-Man, created created the Doctor Strange, and this is from 1963 to 1966. His first appearances in Strange Tales 110 and 111, and then 114 to 146, and then Amazing Spider-Man Annual Number 2. Doop doodly dip dee dip. Screedle deedle deedle. All right. That box is empty. We've done it. We have one more box. I can't get it because I have a baby in my lap. Rachel! Rachel! Help! Help! Rachel! Help! Help!
Hello, Dickums.
Hello,
Hello, Dickums.
You call my baby Dickums?
Yep.
Yep. His name is Big Dickums.
Don't.
Rachel snorted! Hey everybody, Rachel snorted! Little baby Dickums. Hi, Bubba. Alright. Okay. Squishy. I'm almost done. And then I'll take my son. Oh! Blue and Gold. So Blue Beetle and Booster Gold, best friends, have their own book. It's an 8-issue miniseries. Alien invaders repelled. Justice League saved. About time we get our own book back. With art by Ryan Sook. Oh, I'm going to read the shit out of this. And it's got a variant cover by Dave Johnson. Dave Devil Pig Johnson. Catwoman number 33, Dance to the Death. By Yannick Payet. With a variant cover by Jenny Frisson. We've got Catwoman and Poison Ivy. Flash number 772. Wally West is back as the Flash. If you, like me, were disappointed that Wally disappeared and that Barry Allen, friggin' white bread Barry Allen came back, Wally's back. And let's see. Yep, this is him. It's Wally and Linda Park and those two stupid children. I hated when they gave Wally children. Blech. But maybe they're better now. Maybe they'll be written better. So that's the regular cover. Oh, and then Justice League number 65. I'll never be your pawn, checkmate. Ah, silly black canary. You look at you. You're a pawn because you're on the chessboard, you dummy. By Brian Michael Bendis. Okay, what else? What else we got? Legends of the Dark Knight number 3 by Derek Robertson, co-creator of The Boys with Garth Ennis, is doing this Legends of the Dark Knight. Nightwing. Oh. Well, Jenny, I'll answer your question right now. Nightwing number 82. Highly recommend. this Nightwing run by Tom Taylor, Bruno Redondo. Absolutely 100% you should be reading Nightwing. This is a return to really good Nightwing comics. He had lost his way for quite a while, and now he's back, and he's awesome. Same with Flash, same with Wally West. So yes, I do recommend the new Nightwing run by Tom Taylor, Jenny. Is the stupid Rick Grayson crap retconned? They're not talking about it. He's back to being Dick. So, I don't know if it's retconned, meaning that it never happened, but it's over. And the variant cover for Nightwing. But he's on the side of a train. Here we go. Very Spider-Man looking move there. Shazam has a new miniseries of 4 issues from the pages of Teen Titans Academy. Shazam #1. With art by one of my favorites, Clayton Henry. I will definitely check this out. I'm sure we'll read it and discuss it on this weekend's live stream podcast where we talk about the week's books. Oh, and it's also got Nightwing. Look at that. And a variant cover by Gary Frank. Ooh. That's nice. I love Gary Frank's artwork. Robert Rowe Jr. says, "What's up, JD? This Shazam. Shazam's up. How you doing, Robert?" Tom King's newest series, Supergirl, Woman of Tomorrow, with art by Bilquis Lively. #2 comes out tomorrow. Another really good Tom King series. I did not like Tom King for a while because I didn't like his Batman run, and also Heroes in Crisis, but he's really won me over. Here's a variant cover. Is that by Bilquis? No, that's not Bilquis. Who is this? It's a secret. Flipping. I guess I'll never know. Oh, they don't tell you. Oh, Lee Weeks? That's Lee. Oh, I guess it is Lee Weeks. Yeah, Lee Weeks at a variant cover. Superman and the Authority #1 by, is that Grant Morrison? Huh. Here we go. Yep, by Grant Morrison and Mikhail Janin. 4-issue miniseries, Superman and the Authority. At least the Rick Grayson crap is over. Rick Grayson was just as cringeworthy as the new 52 Nightwing was awesome. I love the new 52 Nightwing when he what happens? Haley dies and he leaves Haley Circus to Nightwing. I thought that was really good. Robin Monroe, doing good, just finished work. Now I'm exercising and watching you. What's your exercise? What are you doing? Are you running on a treadmill? Are you punching a bag? I don't know. How do people exercise? Are you punching a treadmill? Superman and the Authority. Variant cover by Brian Hitch. Hopefully this will be good Grant Morrison. I didn't like his Green Lantern series at all. Here's a Superman Red and Blue #5 with a, this looks like, is this Art Adams again? No, Nick Bradshaw. Who is this? Looking for the, oh, I guess it's a secret. They're not going to tell me. So yeah, sorry. Red and Blue, this is a very cool cover. I love this. Red and blue pen. Ballpoint pen. My son has his crinkle book. He loves crinkle book. We named it that because it's a book that crinkles. We are very clever people. Oh, and he's got Pilly, named because he's a caterpillar. There we go. This is the variant cover. And then here's another variant cover by, looks like Amanda Connor did a variant cover for Superman Red and Blue. Very cute. Very cute. Oh, I love it. Let's see. Tom King Batman run is crap. Tom King Rorschach is awesome. I agree with those statements. I don't like it when Kingdom Come Superman crosses over. Is that him though? I don't know if that's actually the Kingdom Come Superman. I haven't read that issue. The symbol is the same, right? Is that the same Kingdom Come Johnsky? Yeah, it is. Yeah, that's the same. Yeah, I guess maybe it is the Kingdom Come Superman. I didn't want to make that assumption, but chances are, based on appearances, that's him. Truth and Justice. Oh, let's see. That looks good, says Robert. And also Bite Calisthenics. So like jumping jacks. Body weight calisthenics. Like push-ups. I'm not what you would call fit. Truth and Justice number 6. I wish I was. Every morning, I got a terrible back. I've had a bad back since I was 22. I have all these exercises that I'm supposed to do for my back. I do not do them for many reasons. My son being one. Laziness being the other. Wonder Woman number 774. Very cool cover. And is there a variant cover? There is a variant cover, probably by Josh Middleton. I'm going to assume this is Josh Middleton. Let's see. I always like playing that game. Variant cover by Joshua Middleton. Nailed it. I don't know why I hated the new 52 Nightwing. Maybe I just couldn't stand his red outfit. Yeah, I like the blue outfit better. The red outfit didn't make me mad. It's the same exact outfit, except they just changed the stripe to red. Although on the blue outfit, blue middle fingers, like blue stripe go all the way down his arm, and then only his middle two fingers are blue, and these are black. Great design aesthetic. I love Nightwing's, that particular design for Nightwing. He has not always had a really good design aesthetic. Let's see. We also got, Neil Gaiman's The Sandman, Preludes and Nocturnes, Volume 1 back into print, and Wonder Woman, Lords and Liars by Tamaki and Cal Jinin and Steve Pugh. This was a great run on Wonder Woman. I really, really like this run. This was just from last year. And I really like Mariko Tamaki. She is currently writing Detective for Batman, Detective Comics. She's doing a great job. And then also Naomi, Season 1. I got this back in because she's on the Justice League now. You're doing all right, bud. Any questions? Cool. All right. Is that it? Did I do it? Am I done? Rachel, am I done? No! No, I'm not done. Hold on. My favorite things. In the WTF section of the live stream, I got a couple of neat things. I got a case of smallest Magic the Gathering dual decks. These are actual functioning MTG dual decks. We have the Ajani Nicobolas. Yes, actually, they are teeny tiny. So you can play teeny tiny Magic. Why not? Why wouldn't you want a teeny tiny version of Magic? You can just put it in your pocket. And yeah, you should reread. Actually, there's a new 52 Nightwing Omnibus, Jenny, which I'm thinking of getting it because I did like that run very much, and it's got art by Eddie Barrows, who I like a lot. And then my all-time favorite thing for this week, I have an action figure from your favorite movie and mine, Robert Cop 2. It's an actor of Robert Cop 2. I don't know why they did this. Previews exclusive, San Diego 2021, limited to 2,000. I'm not even sure I'm going to sell this. This might just be my personal. I'm just going to put it under my pillow for sexy luck. Robert Cop. Like, there's no explanation. No explanation on the packaging. Why it's called Robert Cop. Oh, and I love it. Oh, it makes me so happy. Oh, Exquisite Mini is a new standard setting series for 1/18th scale featuring super articulation action figures under Haya Toys. Robert Cop 2 TM 1990 Orion Pictures Corporation. What the The only thing I can think of is that in China, they make knockoff figures where I can't tell if they have purposely changed the names of things for legality's sake, or if it's just a mistake. But this is Robert Cop 2. I'm never gonna not love this. I kind of want to open it and play with it. I think that Robert Cop 2 action figure box, isn't that cool? It's so great. And it says Robert Cop 2 two times on the front. Just so you know. Oh, shit. I mean, it's like a legit good-looking action figure. It looks like a good RoboCop. I love RoboCop. So, yeah. There you go. Robert Cop 2. All right. I think that's it. Oh, that's not it. I got these in last week. Star Wars Rogue One Darth Vader classic action figures. Only $12.99. All right, that's it. We're done here, I think. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. I will see you hopefully this Sunday at 10:30 a.m. where we do the live stream podcast. Spoiler alert, it's called. And we will talk about this week's comic books. Generally, we'll read 5 to 7 of the comics that we are interested in, and then we'll just discuss them for over an hour. And also, different TV shows that we're watching. Basically, it's just a reason to hang out on Sunday morning while we drink our coffee. My son hates it, as you can hear. Bye, JD, says Jenny. Bye, Jenny. See you, Robert. And Mars and everybody else who's hanging out. Thanks so much. And we will talk. Toodle.